Good day, my family. How you guys doing? Today is Sunday, January 5th, 2020. So glad you could make it. My name is Aimee J. Thanks for tuning in to your personal hype man. I am here for you. I am here to remind you of how awesome and loved, needed you are. And also, guys, you are beautiful. You are fantastic. You can do anything you set your mind to, right? And if you don't believe me, I don't know why you wouldn't. It's true. Because it's true. I'm just going to leave it at that. So, today, on this Sunday, we're going to first talk about gratitude because we're taking a week to check in with 3 things that we are grateful for. We're not going to do it for the whole year, but it's important that we try to establish a routine and keep track of this. So, at least for this week, we'll do this together. 3 things I'm grateful for today. 1, my parents, because they are cheerleaders for me. Even when they don't understand what I'm doing, they want the best and they support me, and I'm very lucky, I know, to have that. Number 2, my faith. I am a Orthodox Christian, and that's very important to me. And, it comforts me even in the tough times and celebrates with me in the good times. So I'm very thankful for that and for the blessings God has given me. I'm thankful for the Ravens and the bye week. Yes, this is going to be awesome. At the time of this recording, I don't know the results of yesterday's games, but the Ravens have a bye, so we'll see what happens next week. All right, so those are the 3 things I am grateful for. What are 3 things you are grateful for? Again, you don't have to share it with the world. This is important for you. Write it down. Tell yourself, even if it's just you speaking into a mirror or into the ether, but say it out loud. What are 3 things you are grateful for today? Try to do something different from the past few days. But if you have to, then go ahead and repeat. The important part is remembering and reminding yourself you have things to be thankful for. Even in the darkest times, you can find something, right? You woke up. You have a bed. Hopefully, you have your body parts, right? Some of us aren't blessed with all the body parts, right? And maybe it's that you have working organs. I have injuries on my body that prevent me from doing certain things. So I know that I am limited. And so I'm more grateful for those other things that compensate for that. So find 3 things. What are you grateful for? Keep them in mind. We've talked about setting goals. We've talked about visualizing your goals. We've talked about affirmations. What could we talk about today? I want to talk about journaling your experience. So 2020 is a big year. It's the start of a new year, but it's also the start of a decade. And it doesn't have to be a thing. But, let's consider a fresh start because we're at the beginning of the year. Journaling your experience is a chance and opportunity for you to remember and reflect and look back at what has happened. You don't know what will happen down the road. There are, some people can lose their mental faculties. I had an uncle who had Alzheimer's, and so you may not be able to retain memories as easily or as quickly as you want. It's a fact of life that we don't remember as much. I don't remember some of the things that happened to me in my childhood, right? And that's just a fact of nature. And so journaling gives us the ability, a record of what has happened, how we feel, and allows us to capture the moments, right? And so last year in 2019, my parents and I, and my family, whenever they were at the house, one thing in habit that we did and took care of was we bought a planner, a weekly planner that had the days and space in it. And every day we would check in with each other. And we said, hey, Mommy, how was your day? Chacha, how was your day? Amy, how was your day? And we would write it down. We would write about things that were important about that day, things that may have happened, birthdays, parties, celebrations. So we always have a record. And so we actually did it for 365 days. No one's more impressed than me that we actually did it. Now, there were some days that we caught up. We missed a day and we caught up. But it was amazing. At the end of the year, we looked back And we randomly picked a month and a day, and we're like, oh, look, this is what happened that time. I forgot all about that. And it was wonderful. So this year, we're still doing that. But one thing I've done is I have journaled my experiences, especially big ones. So in 2008, I went to London for a study abroad, and I created this scrapbook for it. And it was an amazing scrapbook. I had my friends write in it. I took pictures. I pasted it in, ticket stubs, all of that stuff. And I put it in there. And then, ironically, 11 years later, my sister and my good friend Beth, we went to London again. And I pulled out that scrapbook. And we opened it up. And Jamie was like, wow, look at this. She forgot some of the things we had done. And it was only 11 years ago. But we used some of that because I noted the good places to eat, the Broadway shows we've seen. It was fantastic. So it helped us get a head start when we went back to London this past November. So journaling allows you to recapture the experiences that you feel. And it can be done in a number of ways. Some people vlog. Some people write down. And again, it's up to you guys how big and how detailed you do. But I want you to journal this year at whatever frequency you need to, even if it's just the important moments, so that you have a record to remind yourself of what happens in 2020. The one way I journal, the biggest way, is I do a New Year's letter, not my newsletter, to my family and friends. I write to keep in touch with everyone. And every year I've been doing it for the past, I want to say 17 some years. And 17, might be 15, whatever. It's definitely more than 15 years. And, it's a way for me to look back. So when I pulled up, say, the 2013 year, I was like, wow, can't believe that stuff happened, because I go through my year and I share it with my loved ones. I say, hey, this is the crazy stuff that happened. How was your year? How are you? Catch up with me. Let's see how it is. It's an amazing feeling. It's great. I highly encourage it. In whatever way, shape, or form you take, journal. Studies have shown that journaling has helped people with their mental health. I'm a big proponent of mental health. This is a great way for you to capture. Now, let me be clear. Do not only journal the good experiences. With the good comes the bad. Don't deny it. Don't ignore it. Don't put it away. Some things, you don't have to recount it in vivid detail or anything like that, but acknowledge, hey, today was not a good day. This happened, right? Do that if you have to, but don't let it fester, and don't let it just sit there. Journal the bad stuff just as much as the good stuff, and then let it go. I want you to focus on the good, but we can't ignore the bad at the same time. So do that. That's today's tip of the day, is I want you to journal. Try it for at least a week. Try it for a month. See what happens. Right? Again, there's no right or wrong way to do this, but when you look back and you don't realize, hey, I've been doing this, you're going to be amazed at the results. So go ahead and do that, guys. Check it out. That's it for today. One thing I got to remind you of is, remember, guys, if nobody else tells you, I am telling you, as your personal hype man, you are awesome. You are loved. You are needed. This world absolutely needs you. But most importantly, you are enough as you are. There is no qualifiers on that. There are no if, this, that, none of that. You are fantastic. Okay? So until next time, if you guys want to check more out, you can find it at yourpersonalhypeman.com. Hit me up on the socials. I'm at Aimee J 21. Till next time, guys, don't stop. Keep chasing.